I questioned that. So my old next door neighbour, who lived downstairs, she is Indian, but she actually grew up in Africa.
Oh.
And she still has an Indian accent now. And I'm like, so how do you have an Indian accent? She's like, well, I went to like Punjabi speaking school, and obviously she was only around her community.
Yeah.
So I suppose maybe it's so insular there that there's no outside influence, and then it just keeps going.
Outside contact.
Yeah, he's used to it. When it comes to Canada being liberal and progressive, it is true for the most part. We are kind of like you guys. Anti-gun, healthcare for all, pro-gay marriage, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Everything that America is not. Smile. Americans do make good TV, though. I'll give them that.
That's true.
Always love the pod. I sometimes retweet you guys on Twitter.
Yeah, he does.
Only sometimes, Matthew. At
He does.
Matthew
We always chat to him.
PA_.
Yeah, we know
TO. Does that mean he's in Toronto?
Yeah, I said Toronto, Matt, didn't I?
Looking forward to the next one. Cheers.
Read out his Twitter again. In case
That's
people
at Matthew with 2 T's, not like Ross Matthews. Matthew PA_TO.
Yeah,
Go follow him.
He's very nice. Follow him. He does some good tweets.
Next, I'm going to read out the second Canadian.
Please do.
Email.
Thank you, Matthew.
This is from Sugar McLeod. And if that is your real name, that's some sort of porn star name.
That is a name. I'm so excited about this. This is a new person who we've not heard from before.
But the avatar is a tiny dog. So if tiny dogs have now learnt how to use smartphones in Canada, we're in trouble. Hi, Lindsay, Towie, and Gaz. Towie gets a mention before me. Sugar McLeod, you can do one.
Shiver me timbers.
During your most recent podcast covering Big Brother Canada, you asked if any of your Canadian listeners could answer a few things.
Who knew that people actually listened to us and answered things that we said?
I like it that they tell us what we asked for as well. It's like, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I listened today while I was at work. Nice, slacking on the job, like it. And it sure helps the day pass by more quickly. So thanks for that. Oh, thanks for listening. And I'm glad that we can help you get through your dull job.
How could he have a dull job with a name like that?
Sugar McLeod?
Yeah.
No idea, but I don't think that's a real name. Sounds like a drag queen name, doesn't it?
Sounds like a boxer. Which is a strange mixture.
A wrestler, maybe.
Yeah.
Regarding Will's neat accent,
yes.
the Irish migrated to Newfoundland. There's more detail here.
I want more detail.
In the late 17th century.
Okay, so it wasn't recent-ish. Not really.
Yeah, but really began living here in droves late 18th to 19th century.
Ooh, okay.
The accent of Will's is a Newfoundland accent that was carried over from the Irish immigrants. Some talk with a bit thicker accent like Will's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But his family has likely been here for 300 years or so.
Shit.
300 years away from the Emerald Isle. And you still talk like that?
And they still talk like that. And they celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Do you know what I find weird when you go to Ireland? Like, it's perfectly acceptable to swear before 9 o'clock on TV and the radio.
Is it?
Yeah, they're just saying like, feck this and feck that.
Yeah,
like,
but feck's not swearing.
But it is, isn't it?
That's like saying flip.
Not only feck, but other swear words too.
Like what? Motherfucker?
Like, I don't know, like
what?
Bloody and shit or whatever.
That's nothing.
We're not allowed to say that.
They just said pissed off on Canada. Pissed off is not as bad in Canada, I think, as it is over here.
You're not allowed to say pissed off before 9 p.m?
No.
Of course you are.
No, you're not. What, could you think you could say piss off to your teacher at school?
Oh, no, of course not.
Exactly. Okay.
Where was I? So I'm from near Edmonton, says Sugar. He or she?
I'm not sure. I like the mystery.
Edmonton, Alberta. So I just have a boring non-accent. Oh. You think you have a non-accent,
bet you don't,
but you do have an accent.
Send us a voicemail.
It's like, I have an accent when I say E4.
Yeah, send us a voicemail and we'll decide if you have an accent or not.
Like that time when Black Jungle Snake sent us a voicemail, we didn't expect him to have that accent. Yeah. It was nice. I thought it was funny you could understand Will easier than the others. No one say easier than, but we could understand him. Didn't need subtitles. Lol. I love the UK accents.
Ah.
It's weird, that UK accent thing. Like, we don't get it, do we?
Yeah, but think, of course. I got a different accent to you.
Yeah, you have. You've got a funny
accent.
But
we're from a similar area.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Literally, yeah, if you don't know, let's talk about accents a little bit. Like, Lindsay's got quite a different accent to me, and sometimes she sounds quite like...
What, farmery?
More like northern, but quite far... Further north than I know where you're from. Yeah. So, like, me, I'm from only about, 40-minute half an hour drive away from you.
Yeah.
And our accents are really, really different. And I actually love that about the UK, like, the difference in accents.
Well, Birmingham, which is like an hour up from me, totally different accent.
Birmingham.
Birmingham, thank God I don't have that accent. No offence to any listeners in Birmingham.
But then my housemate is from Northants. Where's she from again? Wellingborough.
Oh, that's where my mum is.
But she's got a proper like Midlands accent,
Oh,
like way stronger than you.
Really? Oh God.
I was like, I can't place you. I thought she might be from like Bolton or
Did she say
Birmingham or something.
month?
Maybe. So she says, I agree that most of the contestants are rather...
She says.
Did I say he?
You said she.
She. I agree that most of the contestants are rather boring so far. My favourite Big Brother is the UK version, hands down. They're always so entertaining, and I like the way UK does it better. Well... And she's at the next word as well. Well, the UK people are so much more hilarious, smart and quick-witted in general, in brackets from what I've seen.
That's true.
Also, you mentioned that Canadians must have less wrinkles because we hardly have any sun. That must have been you that said that.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, we don't age any better because we actually have more sun than you do in the London, UK area. We get about 2,500 hours of sun per year, and you get about 1,500. A whole more 1,000 hours.
That's unfair. Share a little.
Yeah, come on, you're hogging it now. According to the internet, anyway. So, we're probably more wrinkled than you are. Also, do you not think the cold like chaps you a little bit and takes it out of you?
Yeah, it does.
Unless you meant because we don't go out in the winter. But I'd guess a lot of us likely do brave the winter and go out in the sun despite the cold. I'm out at least 2 hours a day in the winter, even at minus 30.
Why? Doing what?
Listening to our podcast, doing his or her job. Minus 30, that must be in Fahrenheit, because that can't be degrees. You'd literally die.
You'd be dead, yeah.
I don't know why there are no French housemates this year, but I found them irritating last year, as on the live feeds they would speak to each other in French with no subtitles. Yeah. So I didn't have a clue what they were saying.
Yeah.
Well, we had that for a bit, but then we got over it.
We were talking about that, weren't we? But they can't do subtitles on the live feeds. Come on. Look at you.
No, they
get
can't.
Your live feeds.
I'd be willing to bet they throw one in later on, though. She says.
I don't think they throw people in later on.
No,
Sugar says.
Not really. Sugar says. We don't know your pronouns. So sorry this is so long. No, don't. We love it. Luckily, that's all I can remember about what you asked, as I didn't take notes.
Take a notepad next time.
Lol. My favourite housemates are Will, Andrew, and Hamza so far.
Well, Andrew's gone.
Good choices. Olivia might be good too. Well, she's providing content. I don't know if I, would say I like her, but... I'm like Lindsay. I voted for the two evil ones, not boring Veronica and Meryl. Meryl, that's not his name.
Poor Merrin.
Ryan is terrible in capitals in the diary room.
He's terrible.
Stiffer _than _a _badgers _ass. Oh, and I hope with all my fingers crossed that Gaz gets into BB UK. That would be so cool.
Aww.
Okay, off to get ready to watch Big Brother Canada now. I think I'll have a BB viewing snack. Rats, I don't have any hummus. That's about it. About it. Sorry, she's actually written. They've actually written about in
this is
quotation
the best
marks.
Email.
I've never heard anyone say it like that here. By the way, do you not watch Big Brother Canada? At Violet Jet on Twitter and Instagram. We do know her.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I should have read that email beforehand. Hi, Violet.
This message brought to you by the Brick.
I like Violet.
The sign off.
Violet's listened for a long time.
Aww.
Violet, you're calling yourself too many different things. You're confusing me. See, I don't like to read the emails before we read them on the podcast because I think it's nicer to react to them on the podcast.
Do I follow Violet Jet?
You bloody should do.
I'm having a look at this right now. Live on the pod. I've put bio.
It's interesting for the other listeners.
Violet Jet. No, if you don't follow at Violet Jet, get involved. Oh no. Oh, I don't, but I do now. Oh, that picture there, the profile picture of a dog licking a whisk. I do know that. That must be her actual dog, his or her actual dog.
Yeah.
So there's another email now. I wonder who it could be from.
Thank you so much, Violet and Matthew, for sending those feedbacks. That was really cool.
Yeah, and if you're a Canadian listener and you haven't done it yet, send us an email.
And can you answer other queries that we raise on the podcast? Don't know what they are. But...
Like, what's your favourite fast food chain and where does Wendy's rate in Canada?
Yeah. Thank you.
There's an email here from Laurie Smith. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but she tends to send us an email every episode and we love it. And we still can't remember what country she's from, but she still sends us emails.
We know now.
She says, wagon. which I think means wagwan.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Thanks to you two, I learned a new Jamaican phrase today.
Thanks to me, Gaz didn't know.
No,
You didn't know?
I'm familiar with wagwan, but I thought it was a term of address. But Kwame didn't know it either, he said.
I think it's an English thing, because Black Jungle Snake knew it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The house looks so fab. No production started from scratch in another studio makes it even more impressive. I did not know that.
What?
Apparently the whole house was rebuilt in a new studio.
Oh, really? Oh.
But it's exactly the same structure. And makes the US version look even more abysmal. I especially like the huge stained glass UK eye upstairs.
Like that. I do like that.
BBI overload just this year. They are everywhere. Hall pass or slop pass? That is the question. And that was about Rosina, remember? You brought up BB Can 4 Maddie. FYI, she was on Peter Brown's Shieldcast preview YouTube video. If you're into watching 6 or 7 people talk over one another while Dr. Alec Beale awkward laughs loudly every 10 seconds, here's the link.
I've listened to a Shield podcast before, and it's true. Alec Beale is so awkward, and Peter Brown is so annoying. I can't watch it. Sorry, Laurie.
Peter Brown, who always talks like that.
Yeah, Laurie, you've sent us a lot of links lately, and I can't say I've clicked on any of them.
Laurie keeps sending me links to Brandy Glanville content.
Laurie, just start a group conversation with me and Gaz, then you don't have to do all the clicking twice.
I don't think I'm interested in that Brandy Glanville show.
I'm not either. But I appreciate the links though.
Like,
because I have watched other things Laurie sent me.
I'm interested in Brandy Glanville content, but I'm not interested in that show where it's about family feuds or whatever it's about.
No, I have watched those types of shows before.
It's got that other woman from our Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, Mob Wives, Renee.
Yeah,
Renee's
I watched
on it.
one with Spidey, and that was quite good. That Marriage Boot Camp one, so I am quite interested in that.
But this is about family, though.
Yeah, there's too much stuff.
Brandy and her dad's conflict or something like that.
There's too much stuff to watch at the moment.
Regarding Canada having too much snow and really cold all the time, if I could relocate, I'd head north 250 miles to Victoria, BC. Before Christ. Southern end of Vancouver Island. What's BC mean? British Columbia.
Oh.
Yes. As it's far enough south to have weather comparable to Seattle. WA. What's WA? Wisconsin. No. Western Alabama. No idea. No need for snowshoes or dog sleds.
Okay.
Toronto, Lindsay, you were only 2,650 miles, in brackets, 4,224 kilometres, and a country off.
Alright, pedantic.
Thanks for pronouncing Oregon correctly, though.
Yes.
People in the US get it wrong constantly. They say Oregon, but it's...
Oregon. I bet they say Oregon.
Well, she's put, Oregon, but it's Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah,
Oregon.
that's what we say. Oregon,
no?
Yeah, Oregon.
Well done. And she's done a little map between Portland and Toronto, which shows you that it's really far.
Don't patronise me.
When the launch night HOH comp started and the Sent to Hell house guests were first tilted forward, it gave a good view of how far away the flames were. I thought you were going to say it gave a good view down someone's cleavage. Even CBB US Marissa would have been safe from singe, I think. Glad I watched the ep on mute when I listened to your pod again. I caught so many things I'd missed during the live broadcast. I'm with Lindsay. Purgatory sounds about right. I don't know what that means.
Between heaven and hell, that's what they should call it.
Derek equals Small Town Rush. Brilliant, Gaz. I love a good crossover reference. Chicks and birds. I think men should leave winged animals, regardless of age, out of it when referring to women.
Correct.
Just saying.
Correct.
Unanimous vote for this year's Karen equals they didn't want Rosina to get second place, obviously. I don't think that was Sarah Hanlon in the audience. It was Emily sitting next to Dylan. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I didn't.
We didn't go back and review that tape, but if anyone can confirm or deny that was Emily next to Dylan, please go ahead.
I can't believe they're still dating if they are.
But then I saw Sarah Hanlon post on Instagram about loving the show and having been to the show, so I think it was Sarah Hanlon. I love a good nickname. Kayla as Feely, fake Pele. Feely, fake Peely. Veronica is Plur to me.
Oh.
Peace, love, and
I didn't understand that when I read that, but now I get it, yeah.
But her facial expressions remind me of BB19 Christmas, who's actually Labour Day. Now she's expecting.
Oh,
spoiler.
I didn't know that.
With who? Paul? They did get on well in that HOH bed.
Yeah, because she just split up from her fiance when she was in the house, so she moved on quick. Interesting.
Gaz.